All right, we're back here at Sioux Curlers Association, and this time we're sitting down with Team Brad Jacbos second, Ryan Harnden. So Ryan, I have a few questions here for you today, and the first one, how old are you and what do you do for a living?
I'm 25 years old and I appraise real estate. I work for my father and the business is Oklahoma Property Appraisals.
And you and Dad working together all day and then having to see each other all night, how's that?
It can be very tough sometimes, but overall it's great. He's taught me a lot for the last couple of years and I couldn't ask for more from him.
Good. Okay, a little bit of a personal question here for you, Ryan. Are you single, or do you have a partner, or is Brad Jacbos as a special person in his life?
I'm single right now. I don't really have a lot of time for a relationship with my work and school and curling and all that stuff, but no special person like Brad Jacbos has.
And he's pretty happy about that thing, I think.
He's ecstatic, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. He's in love.
Yeah, we can chirp Brad right now because he's not here. So, but you're keeping your options open, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, never a closed door. Okay, Ryan, when did you start curling, and how were you introduced to the game or to the sport?
Started when I was about 4 years old. I got into it by my dad. He used to bring me and EJ on the ice when we were about, well, I was 4 and he was about 7, so their hockey helmets on, and we used to have a blast. Competitively, probably 10, somewhere around there.
True or false question here for you, Ryan. True or false, you put a perfect marble-sized hole through Mom and Dad's window when we were younger, which was indeed caused by you actually throwing a marble at my head.
That's true.
And
I must have lost, or you made me angry in maybe a video game, I don't know, because we always used to fight in video games, so I'm assuming that you probably beat me and I was upset or something like that. So
decided that.
Why? The hallway and winging it. It hit you, but it made a perfect circle.
Yeah, thank God.
You got a little one.
Well,
this
yeah. No, well, of course, that makes it all right then for sure. Okay, when did you become interested in weight training and fitness? And if you could give one piece of advice to someone that's just getting into maybe fitness and weight training, what would that be?
Got into weight training, I think my last year of high school, so grade 12. I got into it just because I wasn't doing hockey anymore or any of the sports, but it's been about 7 years now. And one piece of advice I would say, definitely go with someone with experience or with a personal trainer. A lot of people don't work out right. I see that all the time at the gym, new people. And yeah, I definitely go with someone with experience or do a couple of sessions with a personal trainer.
Yeah, you want to make sure when you start you're doing things properly, so that's a good piece of advice. Okay, next question, Ryan. How do you feel fitness has helped curlers improve their overall game?
The overall, I would say sweeping. A lot of guys are in the gym now, they're more powerful, a lot more endurance, they're lasting from the start of the game to the end of the game, sweeping the same, keeping the same power. Balance too, with a lot of guys doing stretching or some guys doing yoga, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. You've played many other sports at a competitive level, hockey and golf and baseball and some other sports as well. So there's a reason why you've stuck with curling over all those other sports and really continue to develop it and stick with the game. Is there a reason why curling? What makes it special over those other sports in your mind?
I played golf competitively, curling, and hockey all at the same time. And I lost passion for golf and hockey. I think the passion always stayed there with curling. I fell in love with curling. I didn't love the other sports. I hated going to practice. I hated going to the range. And with curling, I loved being at the rink. I loved knowing that I was going up there. And the other sports, I just went to practice just because I had to go to practice.
Not because you wanted to.
I want to get better. I want to get at a higher level compared to those, and then I just lost interest in those sports.
Okay. Who, obviously not saying yourself, do you feel is the best second in the game, as that's the position you play, and why? And who do they play for?
Say Mark Kennedy from Martin's team. He's just a complete package. I think he's got the touch game. He draws. He's a powerful sweeper. He makes those double peels all the time when he has to in the 10th end to end the game. He's just the complete package, and he's a great guy too.
Yeah.
So Mark Kennedy is definitely what I would think.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good answer, and he is a great guy. Okay, part of the purpose of this obviously is to get a better understanding of us as individuals, for those that maybe just see us on the ice and don't really get a chance to talk to us and get a sense of who we are. So what's one thing that you can let people know about Scott Seabrook, our lead, that they might not know?
Scott's definitely a very bright guy. He's, I think, one of the brightest guys I know. He's definitely witty too. He's got quick little jokes at you. It's a pretty funny guy. He's got a pretty bad temper, so he just doesn't show it on the ice. He takes some. He's just relaxed out there, but off the ice, he's a pretty wild boy. No, I'm just kidding. He's definitely calm. He's a quiet guy. He's very smart.
He is very calm, and you're right. He is actually. He's very witty. He's very funny. You wouldn't probably think that by seeing him and watching him play, but he's pretty calm. But he's a pretty funny guy when you least expect it. Last question here for you, Ryan. What's one thing individually that you still feel as though you need to improve upon to kind of get yourself to where you need to be? Maybe a Mark Kennedy level, since you think he's one of the top in the game at your position. And one thing as a team that you feel we really need to really still work on to get us to the point where we want to be, which is one of the elite teams in the sport.
Personally, for myself, I think it would be the temper. It's a lot better than it was in previous years. We've been working with a sports psychologist, so it's gotten a lot better. Arthur's helped me out a ton, I think our whole team.
Yeah.
So I thank him for everything he's done so far. For our team, I think our consistency level has just gotta get better. We can play in the 90s, and then we could play in the 75 next game. So we gotta keep those numbers up higher if we want to get to that next level. So our consistency level has definitely got to get better.
Okay.
Be an elite team.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Ryan.